Right. I don't really know what image to put now, given that's kind of part of the problem. I think, yeah, that probably works until FOM decide they have ownership of that as well. Right. It's been a fun few days. If you've paid any attention to Twitter or my community posts or Reddit, that's been a fun read. Um, yeah. To kind of give you the TLDR version of this, over the last couple of days, Formula One have an FOM or Formula One management have effectively attacked the channel. I've lost 16 videos in total, 14 of which being the 14 comedy reviews so far from this season. That's obviously a big issue for me, given it is the kind of hallmark of this channel right now and brings in the most views of anything. And it was content that I believe, and let's focus on, it's my opinion here, I believe would fall under fair use. And I know that has been the opinion of other people, but also that this is quite a divisive topic and really exposes just the main issue with fair use, or fair dealings as it referred to in the UK, as things stand. But I want to take a little bit of time today, kind of outline what's been going on, because I've seen a bit of confusion already, and also just kind of explain what's going to happen now and where we go from here, because it does kind of throw everything into utter chaos, let's be honest. So go back to Sunday afternoon. I'm on a train home, and all of a sudden I come out of a tunnel and I have about 15 emails saying this content's been blocked due to a copyright claim from FOM, or Formula One management. First thing there that kind of catches me off guard is they have gone through hours worth of content, and apparently it's taken them 5 minutes to review that, which to me does not make sense at all. Someone's literally just gone through the 2024 comedy review playlist and just blocked everything without a moment's thought, without actually watching the video or watching it in depth to see whether it would infringe copyright, whether it would, under their opinion, fall under fair use, which apparently is a word that Formula One don't know the meaning of. And yeah, I contacted YouTube to try and get their help first. They have made it very clear that they have effectively a policy that they will not intervene, and they will just let me use their systems to try and overcome it. Problem is their systems are massively favoured towards the big corporations, and this is nothing new. This is something we've heard before, and I'm not the first, I won't be the last to fall foul of this. So first issue is if Formula One had claimed just the elements of the video that were theirs, then I would have the opportunity to edit those parts of the video through the YouTube Studio app and fix the video there and then. That's not what they've done. They have claimed the entirety of these videos, which means, according to Formula One, my logo belongs to them. Didn't know that. That's good to know. But the names of my patrons and channel members belong to them as well. Again, didn't realise that F1 owned all of us, but apparently they do. Really, that's a minor issue in the grand scheme of things, as you'll realise. The thing that I'm more miffed with is the fact that they've just not reviewed these videos at all. They've just gone through in the space of 5 minutes and blocked every single one of them. Having spoken to YouTube for a bit and realised that I'm not going to get any help there, I decided to dispute and went for quite a lengthy dispute. I'll put on screen what I actually wrote in the dispute process there as my defence, as it were. As I'm sure you'll appreciate, that's quite a lot of text. That will take some time to read, and you think YouTube's policies and procedures would require the claimant to actually read through this, but quite clearly that's not happened, because as of this morning I've had 15 emails in the space of a minute, basically refuting every single dispute that I have filed. So quite clearly they've not even watched the video, and that's the main issue for me. I think YouTube obviously said they can't help and we've got to follow their policies, but surely their policies should require the claimant to actually watch the video in its entirety before they can make a claim. That makes absolutely no sense to me. And for me, this is just a complete abusing of YouTube's copyright system, which according to them, they take very seriously, but then they won't help. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just want to take this time now really to thank everyone who reached out and who put comments underneath the community posts, who have reposted the tweets on Twitter or X, whatever the we want to call it now, and who have defended me on Reddit as well. Because I appreciate Reddit has not been kind. Wow, that was a fun read. If I'm honest, and again, I think just highlights that we need to change whatever's going on with fair use at the moment. Because it's a completely outdated and vague system, and it allows big companies like this to get away with abusing smaller creators, which for me makes no sense at all, given that we help promote the sport. Some of us arguably better than Formula One do. Formula One have even taken smaller creators and put them on their own platform before, and yet they'll also do this. It really makes no sense to me, if I'm being brutally honest. But also, life's not fair, and I know that. So we've just got to move on. So what happens now? Basically, where do we go from here? Well, I want the comedy review to continue. I had several kind of avenues where I could do that. Patreon was one of them. I've put a community post out already, kind of gauging what the overall thoughts and opinions would be if I put that onto, say, Patreon and charged £1 a month. That hasn't been particularly positive, which I kind of expected, if I'm honest. I mean, right now you get these things for free, and I get money from the ads that go on that, and at the end of the day, I would still need to make some sort of revenue from this, because this is effectively half of my livelihood, YouTube. So, and the comedy review in particular is the biggest part of that, realistically. So, if that's not an option, I've got an idea, and I'm toying with a few things, so I'm not going to say anything outright right now in terms of how the comedy review looks when it comes back for the Dutch Grand Prix in a couple of weeks' time. But there might be a way out of this, and I'm going to try it, and we'll see what happens. I think I'm not expecting the actual video content to be quite as engaging. It can't be now, because we can't use race footage without this happening again. So, yeah, I've got an option to kind of get out of it. As for the ones that have been taken down, I'm currently in the process of basically re-editing all of those to find basically alternatives for the race footage. So they probably won't have the same feel as they did, unfortunately, which is such a shame. But also, it's the way it is. So they'll come out over the next few days as I kind of get through them. It's a pretty big task, I'm sure you can imagine. I mean, 14 videos effectively that I'm going to completely re-edit from scratch. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. All I can really ask is really if you can support those videos as much as you can. I would really appreciate it. Again, just a massive thank you to those that have decided to support on Patreon now over the last couple of days since this has happened. You guys are absolute legends, and yeah, mean the world to me. So thank you so much on that front. We will come back from this. There is a video going live later today to kind of just get things back into gear. And yeah, this is not the end. I am determined to bring the comedy review back, even if it looks a little bit different when it does return. As someone put in the comments, we're here for the comedy, we're not here for the visuals. And you know what? Fair enough. And fair play on that one. So yeah, this isn't the end. I will be back. And again, just a massive thank you to everyone for supporting the channel over the last few days. It has been a touch stressful. If I don't already sound stressed through this video. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to stop rambling now. It's been nearly 10 minutes. Bloody hell. Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day, guys. Stay tuned for the video later on, and have a good one.